Hey guys, it's Abby, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can see by the title of this video, I've got this summer inspired makeup tutorial for you guys today. This makeup tutorial was inspired by this lipstick from Smashbox, which I wore in my recent current favourites video, and it's the Smashbox Stay All Day liquid lipstick in Thrill Seeker. This was kind of like the main focus of this look. As we are now at the end of June heading into July, I wanted to do another kind of summer inspired makeup tutorial, so I went for really kind of natural, kind of healthy dewy skin with quite like warm tone bronzy eyes and paired it with this beautiful lipstick. So if you guys want to see how to create this makeup look, then please keep on watching. So to start this makeup look, I'm first going to pop on some MAC Fix Plus spray. This is just really nice for before your makeup, just to hydrate and kind of prime your skin. Now, one of my all-time favourite primers is from Becca. This is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. It just looks like this. It's a beautiful illuminating primer. Really helps to keep your makeup on, but it's perfect for this time of year because it gives a really kind of beautiful pearlescent sheen to the skin. It's a beautiful champagne colour. So I've just put one pump in between my fingertips, and I'm just going to pop this all over my skin. I'm now going to apply a little bit of this product. This is from the Estee Edit. This is the Flash Illuminator. It's in the shade 02 Morning Light, and it's basically like an illuminating cream. You can use this mixed in with your foundation, you can wear it alone, or you can put it underneath your foundation. Today I'm going to use it under my foundation. This is a beautiful champagne colour, and I'm just going to apply probably like 1.5 pumps of that all over my skin. This is super illuminating and dewy. It just makes your skin just look super dewy and healthy. So I'm going to apply this all over my skin. And as you can see, as I'm rubbing this in, it just makes your skin just look so illuminated. So I think for this look I'm going to go for quite fresh, dewy skin, fairly natural brows, and then obviously a bold lip, and then I'm going to go for probably quite neutral eyes. I think I am going to mix two foundations together. I'm going to be mixing the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation in the shade 123 equals Y365. I love this foundation, kind of like a natural dewy finish. And I'm going to mix in a few drops of the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer in the shade 8.25 Oat, which is quite a dark colour. I'm only going to mix in a few drops of this just to add a little bit of extra coverage, and just stripe on this foundation straight onto my skin. I'm then going to take the Beyond Perfecting foundation from Clinique, and I'm just going to apply probably 1, 2, 3, just a little bit like that. I'm then going to blend that out using one of my favourite foundation brushes from Sigma. This is the Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush, and as you can see, this brush has like a slanted edge to it, and it comes to a top like so, which makes it really easy to get around all the little crevices on your skin. So I'm just going to start by almost pressing this foundation into the skin. And this brush is just so soft, and it just buffs your foundation out. Amazing. I love all of the Sigma Kabuki brushes. And I am blending this down my neck. Now I'm going to go in with my Sigma 3D HD blender. This is the pink one. I absolutely love this sponge. It comes with loads of different angles, and I'm going to go in with the flat edge side and just use this to press in the foundation further. I'm just using this to blend it into my hairline, and this just takes away any excess product and just really buffs in the foundation. I'm now going to go in with one of my all-time favourite concealers from Maybelline. This is the Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I have mine in the shade Light, and it's a really good affordable concealer. So I'm just applying this on the high points of my face. So I'm applying it underneath my eyes and up onto my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, a little bit on my chin, and then also a little bit on my forehead as well, just to highlight the skin. I'm then going to go back in with the flat edge of the pointed side of the Beauty Blender sponge from Sigma, and just press this concealer into my skin. For this look, I'm not really going to powder my whole face. I'm just going to go in with a small amount of my Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder, and I'm just going to use this just to set the concealer under my eyes. And because this is like a fresh summer look, I'm only going to use a small amount of this powder. So I've just popped a small amount of the powder in the lid of the powder, and I'm just going to go in with a really small amount and just use this just to set under my eyes. I'm not baking, I'm literally just using this to set the concealer in place. And I'm also going to use a small amount around the corners of my nose and like around my smile line areas. And the reason why we have done that is because I am going to be going in with a cream bronzer. If you set your whole face and tried to go in with a cream bronzer, it would just kind of stick and it would go patchy on your cheeks. So make sure you don't set your foundation, make sure you just leave it as a cream finish. And then we're going to go in with our cream bronzer. I absolutely love this one from Chanel. As you can see, I've hit pan on it and I absolutely love this stuff so much. It's literally lasted me for like 2 years, I think I've had this for. And I'm going to apply it with a Duo Fibre brush. I just find that best for applying cream bronzers. So I'm going to go in with my Sigma Small Duo Fibre F55, which just looks like this, and I'm just going to pick up just a small amount of this product to start, and I'm just going to apply this around the perimeter of my skin. And I find this product just gives the most beautiful sun-kissed glow, and because it's cream it just keeps that dewy finish to the skin, and it's just such a nice formula. I know Chanel is a pricey brand, but this is so worth it in my opinion.
How cute is Marcel talking about Gabby?
I know. He's just like, and he was like, what did he say? She makes me a better version of myself or something. I was just like,
she's what I've been looking for.
Literally. We're talking about Love Island, by the way. If you guys don't watch Love Island, then you need to watch it. We are just saying that we're obsessed with Gabby and Marcel. Literally.
Marcel's the nicest guy. I was talking about it on my vlog and like this morning. I was like,
I love it. Leave a comment down below if you watch Love Island and who your favourite couples are. Mine are personally Johnny and Camilla and Marcel and Gabby.
Yeah.
So I've just applied that cream bronzer on the top of my forehead, blending it into my hairline. I've applied it around my temples, all around my cheek area, and also blended it down onto my jawline and also underneath my chin, just to create an all over really nice kind of bronzy finish. I might go and set it with a little bit of powder bronzer. I think I'm going to use just a small amount of MAC Give Me Sun as per usual, because it's just my favourite bronzer ever and I can't go a day without not using it. It's just the perfect warm toned bronzer. It's from MAC. It's one of their mineralised skin finishes, and I'm going to use that on another Duo Fibre brush from Sigma. This is the Duo Fibre F50. It's a large... Oh, nearly flung that over the table then. It's basically a larger version of this one, which is, this is the F55 which we use for the cream bronzer, and this is the F50 which is a lot larger, which I prefer for powder products. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of Give Me Sun on my brush. And I find this just gives me a really nice light application of bronzer. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of that and just use this to set the Chanel one in place. I like setting my creams with powders because I just find that it makes it a little bit more long lasting. But you don't have to do the step, you could just leave it there. Now, because I do have oily skin, I am going to set my T-zone with a small amount of pressed powder. I'm just going to use my one from Charlotte Tilbury today, but just use whatever powder you like. I like the one from Rimmel, which is a Stay Matte one, for an alternative for this one. And I'm going to use it on my favourite powder brush, which I use in basically every video. I use this literally every single day. It's a Sigma Powder Stash Blush Brush, which is the F10. I always struggle to say that, I don't know why. I'm just going to take a small amount of this powder, and I'm just going to use this mainly in the centre of my face, in my T-zone, where I tend to get the most oily, because for me, I have to powder my T-zone because otherwise I'm literally like an oily mess. For blush today, I picked out one from Benefit. This is their new California blush. Look at the packaging, it's so pretty. And it comes like this in one of their box blushes, and it's the most beautiful kind of corally, pinky peach colour. It's just beautiful. I love this one. And it smells amazing as well. It smells like summer. And I'm going to use that on another Duo Fibre brush, which is from Sigma, which is the Powder Slash Blush brush, which is the Duo Fibre version of this one here. And I'm just going to pick up a small amount. Now, what I like about this brush from Sigma is it picks up a small amount of product, so you don't go kind of too heavy on the cheeks, because I don't like too much blush. I just go in the blush and then I just swirl it in the top part there just to get off any excess. And this blush is literally perfect for summer because it just gives the most gorgeous summery kind of peachy flush to the cheeks. I think I'm just going to put my hair up because it is really annoying me in that ponytail, because it just looks like an absolute mess. So I think I'm just going to put my hair in a bun. So if you wonder why my hairstyle has miraculously changed, then that is why. So I'm now going to go in with the Illuminati highlighter from Artist Couture. And I'm just going to use this on the tops of my cheekbones, and instead of really swiping this, I'm pressing it into the skin. Because it's a loose highlight, sometimes it can kind of flick off, and you want to really kind of press this highlight in as opposed to dusting it off. Literally, look how intense that is. These are incredible. I'm also going to apply a little bit on the tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, and also down the bridge of my nose. I think now I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. For that I'm going to be using Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade number 5, which is the darkest one. Obviously now I have black hair, I have to have the darkest brow products they do. Naturally I do have quite dark brows anyway, but this just makes them thicker and just look fuller and just tints them a little bit darker. Now you definitely could leave your brows there if you wanted to, but I am going to fill mine in a little bit using Goof Proof Brow Pencil. I'm just going to zoom you guys in a little bit. So I'm just going to use a little bit of Goof Proof Brow Pencil. This is like a kind of triangular slanted pencil, and I just use this really lightly just to give my brows a little bit more shape. I just tend to use a small amount underneath the front part of my brow. I then just use a little bit just on the tail. So I'm now just going in with some of my MAC brow set in the shade Clear, and I'm just using this brow gel just to feather my eyebrows up and out, just to create a really nice kind of feathered brow look. So I'm now going to move on to the eyes, and I'm going to prime them using my MAC Paint Pot in the shade Lay and Low, which is a little bit darker and more neutral in tone than Soft Ochre is. Where I've got fake tan on, this colour just suits me better. And I'm just applying this on my eyelids with a Sigma 3D HT Precision brush. This is the eye version of the face brush that we used earlier. It's got a nice angle on it, so it's really good for applying eye primer because it gets right in the inner corner and really blends it out. So I'm now going to apply some on my other eye, and eye primer is amazing for this time of year, and it's good for kind of all year round anyway because it just keeps your eyeshadow on, stops it from creasing. I always use an eye primer, and I just find it makes your eyeshadow last. Now I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I haven't used this palette on my channel in what seems like forever. I did a full tutorial using this palette when I first got it. I am obsessed with it and I use it all the time. I want to do a look with these kind of berry tones as well soon, but I'm going to stick up this end for this look. So I'm first going to go in with the shade Tempera on my Sigma Taper Blending E40. Now these brushes here are from their new copper eye brush collection, which is beautiful. They come with all these amazing brushes for Sigma, which is an eye collection which you get loads of brushes in, and they have these beautiful copper ferrules on them. I also do have a discount code with Sigma if you didn't know already, which is Abigail Tamsin. I'll put it up here on the screen, which gives you 10% off of your purchase, and I'll also link all the Sigma brushes that I use in the description box. So I'm first going to go... Can you hear that bird? I'm first going to go in with my Taper Blending E40 from Sigma with the shade Tempera, which is this one here, which is a matte cream shade, and I'm just going to use that to set that eye primer in place, and because it's quite a light colour it just kind of brightens up the eyes. So I'm going to start off with a transition shade, and I'm actually going to go in with my bronzer, which is Matte Give Me Sun, on the same brush that I used, which is the Taper Blending E40 from Sigma, and I'm just going to use this as my initial transition shade just through my crease. I'm going to go for something quite bronzy and quite neutral on the eyes today, nothing too intense. Because the lip is going to be so bold, I want to keep the eyes quite soft. So I'm first going to use the bronzer, and I love using bronzer on my eyes. I do it all the time and I've done it for literally years. I just take my bronzer that I've used on my face and I always just buff it through my crease. And I'm just going to use this brush just to blend this out towards the tail of my brow. I'm now going to go in with the shade Burnt Orange from the palette, which is a slightly darker, more orange toned shade. And I'm going to go in with the same brush as we used before from Sigma and just use this through my crease. And I'm just keeping the shade a little bit lower. I'm then going to take the same brush and go in with Burnt Orange and just use this underneath my eye. I'm just buffing this underneath. I'm then just going to take a small amount of this shade here, which is called Real Gar, from the palette with my Sigma Blending E25 brush, which is a smaller white head brush. This one's nicer for kind of more precision blending. And just use this in the outer part of the crease, like keeping it quite low. And this colour is just going to add a little bit more depth to the eyes, so it's not quite as just kind of like one tone. Now I'm going to go in with a small amount of Primavera, which is this beautiful kind of golden colour from the palette. And I'm actually just going to use this on my finger. And I'm just going to use just a small amount of this, just pressed over the lid, just to add like a little highlight just to the centre of the eyes. So I'm now going to go in and apply some Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. This is in the shade Black, and I'm just going to apply this to my top and my bottom lashes. I'm now going to go in and apply some inner corner highlight. I'm just going to go back in with my Illuminati from Artist Couture and just apply a little bit of that under my brow bone using a pencil brush. This one's from Sigma, it's the Pencil E30. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of this under my brow bone again, just to top up the highlight. And I'm also going to apply some of this to my inner corners, just to really brighten this look up. And I just find this instantly makes such a difference to the eyes. Right, so I'm now going to go in and set all of this makeup in place using my Tarte Ready Set Radiant Skin Mist. This is a really nice kind of dewy finish setting spray, so I'm just going to mist this all over my skin. I'm now going to go in with my lip combination, which you guys went crazy for, which I wore in my current beauty favourite, which was 2 videos back. You guys seem to love it in the comments as well, so I thought that I would do the same lip today, as I've been wearing this quite frequently recently, which is the Sigma Power Liner in the shade Heartbeat, which is a really nice kind of orangey toned coral. And I've been wearing, the lipstick that I was wearing was the Smashbox Stay All Day liquid lipstick in the shade Thrill Seeker, which is like a neon kind of orange with a hint of like a reddish undertone. I love these Sigma Power liners. Literally, they're like wind up pencils, but they're so creamy and they glide onto the lips so smooth. And it makes it really easy for you to overline your lips. So I'm going to use this first all around the edge of my lips. I really like the kind of applicator on this. It's like a really nice kind of diamond shape, which comes with like a little hole in the middle, which is like filled with a pool of product, so it makes it really easy to get like a full application out of just one kind of dip in the little tube. So I'm just going to apply this to my lips, and as you can see, it's so neon. This lipstick just literally reminds me of summer. I absolutely love bright orange colours like this. I just think it really complements the warm tones on the eyes. So that is this makeup look complete. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this kind of summer inspired makeup tutorial featuring quite kind of warm tone bronzy skin and eyes and this beautiful kind of neon orange lipstick. If you guys did enjoy this makeup tutorial, then please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up so I know you guys enjoyed it. And please make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I have hit 16,000 subscribers now, which is absolutely amazing, and thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel. It means literally the world to me. So if you're not subscribed already, then hit the subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys next Friday at 8 PM in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.